Welcome to the weekly roundup, Tom. Div 5 time.
Yeah, it is.
It certainly is. Let's get right into it, eh? It's a big night. I know you're pretty keen to go home and watch Game of Thrones. Maybe see a bit of Khaleesi bosom or something like that, whatever it is. Hold the door, hold the door. Speaking of holding the door, somebody needs to hold the door open for Green Acres because they're going down a division this year and they've struggled, but
at least they're still a good team on the park.
They are. They're not putting their best players and goal kickers in, but never mind. Well, it's Kenilworth 17-16-118, Green Acres 3-8-26. Tom, tell us some of the exciting things that happened for Kenilworth on the weekend.
Well, they had lots of goal scorers, so that's exciting for them. And I think they're clear of relegation now, so they should be pretty happy with that.
Well, it comes down to this week. We'll talk about that later. It's between them and Rosewater.
So I'm getting ahead of myself.
You are.
So the goal kickers for Kenilworth, we had Cheek with 3, Richter with 3, Liverton with 2, Sanders with 2, and everyone else kicked 1 as well. Best players, we had Sanders, Chesser, Gain, Treasure, and Liverton, and Green Acres forgot to put theirs in.
Yeah, maybe it's a long drive home from St Mary's to the Grand Junction, but yeah. I still go to Green Acres for dinner, among many other places I must have. But it's a fantastic club, and I hope they bounce back next year. Alright, next one, the aforementioned team Rosewater, they need to somehow find a way in the final round. They didn't find a way against CBC, but it was an honourable loss if there is such a thing, because CBC are a very good football team. It was CBC 10-11-71, Rosewater 5-4-34. For the old Collegians, or the Dolphins as we call them, because that's their name, Antonio and Harris both kicked 3, whilst Owens, JD and Watkins was their better players.
For Rosewater, just up the 4 goal scorers, we had Marnie with 2, Page,
Jack O'Marney?
That is Jack O'Marney.
Is he still rocking the dreads?
I think he is, yeah.
Got sent off for laughing at umpire. I called their game
He should
live.
cut that out. Page, Matthews and Sinapis, all kicked the goal. Williams, Pepe, George in the best for Rosies.
Could not find that word you were saying, but I found it now. Yep. Okay, Paraka started slowly this year, but they've started to find their swagger, if you will, and they will play finals. And at Limblom Park, they're becoming quite the solid unit. 17-13-115, Woody South 9-12-66. For Paraka, Batten kicked 5, Vandermeer kicked 3.
Nice.
Reminds me I need to mow the lawns tomorrow. Adams kicked 3, Baker kicked 2, Gamp, never said that name before, Gamp, he kicked 1 as well, with a couple others.
You want to have a crack at that one after it?
Pellenstov. Pellant. Be a Russian, I reckon. Timpano was best with Vandermeer and Gear. For Woody South, mate?
Woody South, we've got Timmy Sumner with 3, McCulloch with 2, Casaza with 2, and a couple other singles there. Sumner, Haynes, McCulloch in the best for the Cats.
Yes. Who won't be playing finals footy, and probably another team looking forward to round 18.
Yeah.
Look, I called it a long way back, and probably the team's ladder positions are flashing up, but gee, it's 4 games separating 6th and 5th, and I saw some people from Hope Valley, or a person from Hope Valley, suggest they could make finals about 3 weeks ago, but no.
And you said no, you can't.
No, I didn't speak to her, but yeah. It's pretty clear cut, this division, apart from who's going to relegate it, and the final jockeying for positions. It doesn't look like there can be that many changes. There's big percentage differences between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
So I digress and I go back to the Blackfriars Hounds at St Dom's Oval. Play it well. 13-9-87. 2 good for Hope Valley. 9-9-63. For Blackfriars, please, Tom.
Blackfriars, we got Scafidi Muta. 4 goals. Hillman with 3. Liliano with 2. A couple other singles there. Bortolotti.
You worked through that like you used to.
Bortolotti. Spry, Grick, Murphy.
It's a silent something. British.
Sorry.
Yep. So it's
Murphy, Hillman in the best players.
I only know that because I've got a friend, hello Nevis Cricket, who doesn't watch the show, but it's the tuck shop lady at St Martin's. He's giving me free hot dogs. Sounded like a good idea at the time, now I regret it. Hellman's kicked 4, Tanksos kicked 3 for Hope Valley. Hellman's, Moore and Coventry in the best players. Well done to Scotty Dykstra as well. And big shout out to the photographer. Keep on clicking. Like that one, host? Shots fired. Copyright. Alright, carry on. Just having a bit of fun here on the weekly roundup with Tommy Lipson. Always gets me excited, Tommy. Now my boys, Glenunga, yes, my boys. They were very, very good in the first quarter when they had to be against Lockleys. Lockleys have got a few boys at the snow. No doubt have Stephen Zweck pulling his hair out. Glenunga 15-9-99. Lockleys 7-9-51. led all day, didn't they? Really had control from that first change.
Yeah, and that probably shows the gap between the top team and everyone else under.
Yep. Give us the Glenunga bit of players and goal cues.
We've got Prosser with 3, Bennett with 3, McMahon with 3, Abel with 3, and a few singles there as well. So best players: Schmidt, Prowse, Orkin, Ward, and McMahon.
Yes, some good pedigree in that lot. For Lockleys, just the 2 players kicking multiples. Micken and Langcake had a slice of 2 goals each.
Nice.
One thing was obvious, reading the best players, Martinello, the ruckman in Lockleys, must have won the rucks all day because I don't see any of the Glenunga tools in the best players. So well done to Hayden. Hank and Langcake were also in the best. So the final game of the year, looking at it, CBC potentially, seemingly could sneak into top spot if Glenunga don't do the right thing this week. But let's have a look at the fixture, Tommy, because that will tell us all. Now, you would expect CBC will make up that percentage. I'm not going to dress this up. Greenacres will lose in round 18 at home to CBC by a lot. CBC will have the percentage to overtake Glenunga. But Glenunga, all they need to do, essentially, is draw at Hope Valley.
And I think they'll win Hope Valley.
Yeah, look, with the week off, a beautifully professionally run club. I've got friends who don't like some people at Glenunga, and I've been to Glenunga, and there's nothing to dislike. They're a beautifully professionally run club.
My boys.
Sorry? There's one more boys. They've won me over. I mean, I don't play for them, but they've won me over. I've got friends there, obviously. But even David Pittman took the time to come up and say good day. Simon Astonberry doing good things. The coach, Brian Lees, is a beautiful educator of young men, and he's brought in some quality human beings. None better than Andy Reid. Crap haircut, good bloke. So yeah, look, and you know, Ward, Abel, the Wonkies. There's just so much talent, process, so many tools. I think on small Hope Valley Oval they should win quite comfortably.
Yeah, I think so.
Rosewater and Paraka. This is an interesting one because Rosewater need to win to avoid relegation, don't they? Is that correct?
They do need to win.
They do. Paraka are sitting 5th. They want a home final, so I'm not sure if they can take this one easy. So look, Paraka should.
You would think so. Maybe give the Rosewater have to come out with a bit of a crack and have a bit of a dip at Eric Sutton, but you would think that Paraka will be way too strong there. The doggies are there.
So this week I've got you on as you've played in this division, Division 5 before, more recently than I have. I played the 15 years ago. You're friends with Ricky Pearce and some of the boys from Rosewater. Maybe they've got a trick up their sleeve, but for me, this is what I've seen. I've seen Rosewater. Too short to match.
Too short. I think their ruckman's not playing this week either. Yeah, that's a massive out for them.
Having to have someone like Jack Marnie, a 6'1" type operator,
who will probably ruck in his absence. So you can't make up that height. So I'm sure they'll have a crack. They've had a crack all year, but they won't win that.
Yeah. Bulls, though, after a slow start of the year, found themselves in the 5, and I think they'll be around for more than just 1 week of finals. In my opinion.
So too.
Next game is Lockleys and Kenilworth. So obviously the boys from Rosewood will be absolutely hoping that the Kenilworth Kookaburras get a flogging from Lockleys and they can find a win and then they avoid relegation.
Yeah.
But Lockleys, who've gone off the boil a little bit, all they need to do is win and they've got a double chance.
Yeah,
so that should be enough.
I think so. Yeah. Big win at Lockleys.
Yep. And last but not least, Woody South playing for Pride, take on Black Friars. Black Friars need to win. Probably the gap between the percentage and the game. They just need to win to make sure they have a home final.
Yeah, Woody South won against some decent teams this year as well.
They had a little roll there, but I think Black Friars would have a match up for Timmy Sumner, and that's basically, they're not a one-man team, but if you stop him, you certainly go a long way to
I'll
stop
go to
him.
Cats in an upset at Woody South.
Well, cut off me legs and call me shorty. I'll take the Hounds. I think moving into finals, they'll be looking to fire all guns. Thanks for watching the Division 5 Weekly Roundup. We're back next week.